What's up, guys? It's Jeff back here with Game 12 of our Madden franchise. We're going up against the 6-5 Rams. They have the number 30, which is last place, ranked offense against our number 1 ranked defense. They got the number 13 ranked defense going up against our number 9 ranked offense. The last few weeks especially, I've come in a little skeptical. This week, I have full confidence. I'm expecting a blowout. I don't think we're going to lose, especially because it looks like they have a backup in Shaun Hill. Note that this is with 2014 rosters, so they have Sam Bradford still. He's not in the Eagles just yet on this game, if he ever goes there. But it looks like kickoff is happening. It looks like we're getting it. And right there you see William Ford. Juicy is back, guys. He has been our anchor of our defense until he got hurt. He missed a few weeks, but now he's back. That should help our running game, which has slipped since his departure. And hopefully we could get back on track in the running defense. And we will be kicking the ball first, giving our number 1 ranked defense the field first. You see there, Colton. Opponents start at the average at 22-yard line. Pretty good. And here we go, guys. The kick. All right, and it's a touchback to start the game. And yep, they got Shaun Hill as their starting quarterback. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm bringing the blitz a lot this game. I do not think that these guys could defend it. I do not think that these guys are going to do anything against us. And hopefully I don't get a little too overconfident, but I think we have a right to be a little overconfident. And it looks like maybe Juicy got that first tackle of the game. I'm not sure. It was either him or Philip Bender. And there's Phil right there, stuffing him up the middle. Good run defense so far. A certain passing down situation here. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a passing play. You see there Trey Mason at running back. And there's Erin Hewitt, a fumble. They recovered it. No turnover there, but that's what happens when Erin Hewitt hits you. But a 3 and out. They lost 5 yards. Our defense looks phenomenal already. And it looks like my confidence was warranted. And here's Rick to get this return. And he got a few out of that. Not a whole lot, but pretty okay return. And here comes our offense. You see there my stats, 27 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. And I have just been tearing it up lately. Last game I took a little bit of a setback, but Dillon has just been huge as well. And Dillon gets about 6 or 7 there in the first run of the game. And we're going to go ahead and pass it here. I'd watch out for Pribble and Thompson. And I get the first down passing it to Rick. In real life, the Rams are a pretty good team. They got a pretty awesome defense. And it looks like a holding call there on Rob Kimball. A rare penalty on our team. Right here, you got to watch out for Pribble and Thompson again. And I'm going to be honest there. I know Pribble was open. I just thought I could squeeze that ball in there between him and Thompson there. And ultimately, that's my fault. Pribble's going deep here. If he burns his defender, it's going to him. Outside of that, watch out for Barber and Thompson. Ooh, and a big hit. I was giving it to Barber, and then I got hit. And a rare stop here. The Rams do have a pretty damn good defense in real life. And that's going to be a 4th down, and we're going to have to go ahead and punt it. And that play that I missed throwing to Jordan when I passed it to Rick instead because I wanted to take a gamble really didn't pay off for me, did it? Looks like it might be a halfway decent punt here for Corey. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 19, so it's not bad, but not great either. And going to go ahead and bring on the blitz here again. And McDonald with a nice tackle there. And going to go ahead and clog up in the middle here. You see there, Juicy. He's back, guys. That's huge. A nice block there for, I think it's Osante. And I think this is going to be a passing down. I am going to leave an option for the running back, though. And Erin with a big-time sack. That's his 2nd of the game already. Defenses have been holding him in check the last few games. He's been stuck at 9, but now he's up to 11. And that's halfway to the record. And it's not a complete impossibility for him to break it. It just looks like he's going to have to compete with Ray McDonald. I don't get very far with Rick there. Trying to go around the bunch there, but didn't quite work. Going to start this drive off with a running play over to the left side of the field. And Dillon gets 7 or 8 there. All right. They're going to expect a passing play here after that. So I'm going to go ahead and do a draw play. And it looks like I'm going to have a wide open field to do it. And maybe not. That blitz just kind of caught me off guard. But Dillon, his speed really made up for it. I got a bunch of yards there. And it looks like the running game's the way to go this game. Let's go ahead and just pound it right to him. When they learn to stop my running game, I will learn to stop their... And Barber gets like 20 yards. That was a heck of a run there for Barber. Let's go ahead and keep running it down their throat, shall we? And Dillon gets 6 or 7 there. Mix it up a little here and pass it. Watch out for Pribble. Watch out for Thompson. Watch out for Marshall. Oh, that's Van Gordon, not Thompson. My bad. Either way, he comes into effect there. He was open. I just wanted to get the first down. A good play. Marshall and Steve look to be the 2 big factors here. Oh, man, I thought Rick burnt his defender. I thought I could get it into the end zone. But it looks like I missed my mark a little bit on the pass. Probably just going to throw it to Pribble here for a few yards. Don't want to risk too much. And he gets 8 or 9, I want to say there. Well, we're going to go ahead and run it here. 3rd down. And if we don't make it, if we get a yard, I'll probably run it again. But Dillon gets the first down. What a run. And I received a little bit of criticism on the way I choose to operate in the pass. But there is a method to my madness, guys, whether you want to believe it or not. I do get rid of the ball quick without waiting for all my receivers to get open, but I do that by design. You know, when I created this team in the very first game you could watch, I said that my passing game was all about the short zip throws, the dip and dives, you know, stuff like that. And that while I did have the arm strength to pass it down the field, I was wildly inaccurate. I created that for a reason. It's because I like the short passing plays. I like taking just a 3-step drop and getting it to my receivers fast and allowing my receivers to make the play, because that's really what, if you look at my receiving core, you got Rick, who's fast. You got Jordan, who's fast. Then you got a couple guys like Marshall who could really fight for that first down. And then I got guys like Austin Van Gordon, who I could throw down to the field to if I need to. So you look at those factors there, and then you look at my strong running game. You look at the fact that, you know, I'm an inaccurate passer to begin with. So, you know, I don't want to always have to wait. And look at that. Troy just breaking free. And I think he killed the fucking running back there. Did you see him? Dude, that was crazy. He looks like he broke his arm. But yeah, guys, when the play starts, you'll hear me talk about it too when I do it. I'm like, you got to watch out for this guy and this guy. It's because I look for him in that order. I look at one guy. If he's wide open, then I throw it to him. If not, then I kind of just choose the more open of the two. And sometimes that bites me in the ass, because when I check the first guy and then I check the second guy, I don't check the first guy again. So sometimes he's a little more crowded than he was when I originally decided that I was going to pass it to him. But that's the method behind my madness. And look at Erin. He has been coming up huge this game. Deflecting that pass. He's got 2 sacks. Forced a fumble. Man, dude. Watch out for Aaron Hewitt this game. He must have a vengeance for the Rams or something. And you see Rick getting about 10 yards there. Go ahead and start running it right down their throats again. Down the field. And Dillon gets 7 or 8 there. And that's been the narrative for his running game so far today, guys. Barber's been effective too, though. I think that's really what makes Dillon so effective, is that my second running back too is awesome as well. So he knows he doesn't have to do it all, you know. And that's really opened up some confidence in him, I think. Our team overall has soared in recent weeks. I believe we're up to a 92. Which, if you guys remember, we were just an 89 a few weeks ago. And, ooh, I thought that was going to be an interception. I saw Preble had a little bit of space, but ultimately he didn't move forward like I thought he was going to. Because, yeah, if you guys notice, a lot of the times when I do stick around in the pocket a lot, I just scramble it. Marshall. That was aimed at Austin, but Marshall just kind of got greedy, I guess. Whatever, it works out the same. But yeah, a lot of the times when I check those first 2 receivers, if they're not there, I run it. You know, I just... Oh my God, Dillon Brown, I think this is a 50-yard run for a touchdown. His second touchdown of the game. And it's a 50-something yard run, at least. Top 10, I'd say he's one of the top 3 right now. Dillon, 3 rushes for 60 yards in that drive. And this game has been all about our running game so far and Aaron Hewitt. Outside of that, what has happened? Go ahead and bring this blitz again. They got Zach Stacy in. But yeah, guys, if you guys saw me play with Bryant, he's more of a scrambling quarterback than me. But when I was playing with him in a few of my practice runs, I was running a lot more, and I was really sitting in the pocket a lot more, waiting for a seam to open up, whether it was a a receiver to throw to or a running seam, So a lot of that was going on. It's just a different kind of animal, I guess, me and Bryant. I'm somebody who wants to just get the ball out of his hands quick. Here we go. And Erin Hewitt again. His third sack of the game. He has been huge this game, and their offense, have they even got a first down yet? And Rick's going to take this one. He gets about 10 again. It's been about the same thing every time. Is there any reason to pass it this early in the drive? And Dillon gets 12 right there. He's already up over 100 yards, guys. I'm just throwing this out there. This could be a record day for Dillon Brown. And Dillon with another nice run. He has just been killing them. And here comes Barber. And he gets 10. I don't know if there's some injuries on this defense or what, but we are just having our way. And he gets 7 or 8 there. Another nice run. Dillon's been doing really good, but we can't take that away from Covelli Barber either. He's been doing awesome too. And I think it's going to be all Steve here, but Marshall gets open, and Marshall was a safer bet there. Dillon gets 5 there. Pribble's going to be effective here. And Pribble gets a touchdown catch. And our offense already up to a 21-point lead. Man, dude. This offense of ours has just been fierce. It looks like Trey Mason's back. Apparently, Troy didn't break him too much. While I hyped this game up to be the return of Juicy, it's been Erin Hewitt who's been stealing the show. And there's Phil. Injury on the field. Let's see who it is, if they show it at all. No. Troy Fitchette is down, guys. Our defensive player of the season. And it looks like Aaron Henderson might be getting some more reps out there soon, guys. And a partial MCL tear, and he's getting stretchered out, guys. I don't know if Troy is going to be even back this season at all. Oh, that is big. And all I can say is hopefully Troy's back for playoff time. And Sean Hill got the ball out, but he didn't get that first down. Good job from Erin to put pressure on him. I thought he was getting his fourth sack of the game. And then Sean with some nice coverage. And really worked out there. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bummed out with Troy's injury here. And here comes our offense yet again, and it's just been a beatdown. Dillon gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, and this defense has to be feeling good after that. You know, guys, I came into this game telling you it was going to be a beatdown, and it's looking like it's going to be a beatdown. And Rick with a catch. He's been pretty consistent this game. Going to go ahead and run it here with Dillon. Dillon got about 6 there. He's already up to 130 yards. He could get 300 yards of rushing this game, guys. I'm not ruling that out at all. Watch out for Marshall here. And Marshall just got it, and he was fighting for that first down. Either way, I don't think they're going to stop us at inches. It's Covelli Barber. He's a big bruiser. He ain't going down behind the line of scrimmage. And I think he got it. And he did. Watch out for Pribble. If Rick burns his receiver and gets downfield, watch out for him. And he did, and I was just going for Steve as an emergency there. Man. Whoa, interception. Nice play. I think that throw was just a little inaccurate, but I made the decision to throw it to Austin because I saw he was wide open at one point, and then apparently he just wasn't. And it has just been a beatdown. That interception been pretty rare for me this season. My 7th of the season. And Sean's going to get that tackle. And if you thought our defense was a little different without Juicy, it's important that he's back now because without Troy, we especially need him. Troy has been our biggest playmaker and our leading tackler. Two-minute warning. And they're going to look to score here before the end of the half. Yeah, I thought he was out of bounds. And they're definitely passing here. And there's Juicy right there making a big-time tackle, making it 4th and inches. And this isn't a guaranteed field goal. We've seen a few botches. And it looks like, oh, that's not going to help him. All right, guys, going to be quiet here for a second. Going to have a nice drink of Coca-Cola, my favorite soft drink. And he makes it. So they are on the board. And we're going to go ahead and get the ball one more time. Pribble's getting it. I'm going to cross the field here. And it worked out for a yard extra, me taking it out there. Watch out for Steve and Marshall. And that was just an inaccurate pass. I threw that right when I wanted to, right when I needed to. And it turns out to be at Steve's friggin' ankles. And I think that's what happened with that pass to Austin, too. I feel like I made that read right. It just didn't work out. And Dillon has been our hero this game. Marshall's going to be huge here. But also... And I went to Marshall, my security blanket, and he moved the chains. Steve here looks like he's going to be an interesting target. And I went to Van Gordon. Watch out for Pribble here. And I got sacked. I was waiting for somebody to get open, guys. And that's the dangers that you get when you're sitting in the pocket, and that's why I don't do it too much. And I went for it all to Pribble. 4th down. I'm going to go for it again. What do you mean? Nah, dude, I ain't punting it with 5 seconds left. And we did that just to get the ball back. You know, I'm not complaining. I tried to make a big play before the end of the half. To me, that's just the ballsy kinds of plays I make. And here we go. Going to give our offense another drive here. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to the coach suggestions here. Pick up this offense right where we left it off, running the ball down their throat. And just letting Dillon shred them to pieces. And Dillon gets 6 or 7 there. He's almost up to 150 rushing yards. He's averaging 9 yards a carry. He has been such a weapon. And he is behind only Marshawn Lynch in rushing yards. And he broke free there. And he could go all the way, guys. But he's not going to make it all the way. But a big-time play. And I think Dillon's player of the week already, man. He's won it 2 weeks in a row. AFC player of the week. And he could win it again here. Watch out for Rick here. But Marshall's going to be open too. And wow, did you see that inaccurate throw? That was to Rick, guys. I hit circle. And that just went way over Rick's head. And here comes Marshall. But Van Gordon's a little more open. And ultimately he just got hit hard. Nothing happened there. Let's go ahead and do a Y post here. Pribble is an interesting option here. But Marshall is too. And Pribble gets it and goes out of bounds after the first down. Nice play. I love him on those plays because he's so quick. And it really gets some separation on him and the receiver. He has been our leading receiver all season for that reason. And wow, Barber almost got the touchdown. He made it to the 1 yard line. Here comes Dillon. And Dillon gets his 3rd touchdown of the game on a little chipper. And he has just been on fire, guys. And the highlight of that drive was obviously Dillon's reception for 60, 70 yards. And our defense gets to go back on the field for what I'm expecting to be yet another 3rd and out. I did call this, guys. I don't think anyone is stopping us. And it looks like a false start. Been a lot of those this game, guys. And I don't know what's going on in my fantasy league right now, but I was currently undefeated 3-0, and hopefully I could pull out a win against Troy, who doesn't set his lineups, but he is one of the best teams on the league right now. And you see there, Erin, that was that fumble. There's his 2nd sack, and I wonder if they're going to show 3. Yep, there it is right there. We've just been beating up Sean Hill, guys. And there's Phil stopping him almost immediately. 6 rushes for 10 yards. And that mirrors exact opposite of what Dillon's been doing to them. A huge hit, but it looks like there might be like an offsides or encroachment there. And here we go. Do another blitz. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to check up and see how my team's doing. We're down by 15. And we're still in it. Well, by where I mean my fantasy football team is. All right, we got to try to get here. And, I mean, there's no urgency for our defense right now. And maybe it's showing a little bit. Mason breaks free there. And that instantly just turned his game around. And you got to think if Troy was on that left side of the defense, then that wouldn't have happened. What a big hit there for, I think, Juicy. Phil slowed him down right there. And then it looks like, yeah, Juicy was one of the guys involved. I think there might have been 3 or 4 guys. And Juicy did get credited with that tackle. Juicy been quiet in his return. And there's Henderson, who was his backup. You see, Henderson, he played admirably, and as a result, we're seeing him a little bit more out there. And, you know, he earned it. And Sean with a big hit there. But both Phil and Erin helped him out. And Phil gets credited. Phil has 5 tackles, guys. Quincy with a big hit there. Third and 6. And nothing. Sean with some good coverage. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and kick this field goal. And a decent kick there. In it's offense time again, guys. And wow, Rick tripped or something there. Let's go ahead and start running it. Looks like I might have a wide open field after a block. And I did. Dillon with yet another big run. He's up to 170, guys. It's almost a foregone conclusion that I think he's going to get 200 at least. And Barber gets 8 or 9. Continues to rush the ball really well. He's almost up to 10 yards to carry too. Let's change the pace here and pass it real quick. Pribble and Thompson. Rick catches it. And you see there, I haven't been great passing the ball, but it's been effective. It's moved the chains. That's all you can really ask. And Dillon gets 5 or 6 there. Watch out for Steve and Marshall here. And Marshall gets it, and Marshall gets a bunch of yards after the catch. And here we go, running it again, guys. Sorry, I'm getting quiet here. I'm a little tired. 8 yards there for Dillon. And we're up to 500 yards as an offense, guys. And that's a touchdown pass to Devin Hester. A nice play. Not used to seeing Hester out there on those situations, but he was this time, and he took advantage of it. See there, I've been far from great as a quarterback, but you know what? We're up 35-6. Can't be too bad. I mean, forget the fact that we have such a crazy defense. Forget the fact that Dillon and Covelli Barber have just been running up and down the field. I mean, you know, it's a quarterback's job to be the game manager. And clearly, I've been doing an all right job doing that. And there's a tackle after about 12 yards. And their running game has really started to open up now that Troy's out. You know, we thought our running defense was going to get a shot in the arm with Juicy coming back. And instead, it looks like we took a step backward this game, losing Troy, but gaining Juicy. See, there we go up against the 49ers, the Chiefs again, the Bills, and then the Broncos. So we get a little bit of a break next game. And then after that, we got a pretty brutal stretch. And yeah, they're kind of starting to take advantage of us. And here we go, guys. Fourth quarter. And it looks like they might get no, I thought he was going to break free for a touchdown. And this offense has just been coming alive as the game has been going by. Nice play. And Phil Bender has really showed up defensively, guys. Man, everybody was all over him there. And I don't think we have any takeaways yet. No interceptions, no fumble recoveries. And that's a rarity for our defense. But, I mean, when we lose Troy before halftime, I guess that happens. And there's Ray McDonald with his 15th sack of the season. Man, this defensive line today, with Phil getting all his tackles, with Erin getting 3 sacks, with McDonald being as feared as he's become in the league. And, yeah, they just give us the ball back right there. And expect me to run the ball a lot. Dillon might have a shot at history. And Dillon, he gets 10 yards there. He's almost up to 200 yards. $35-6. We've essentially won this game already. And Dillon breaking all the tackles, getting 200 yards, and there's still 9 minutes left to play here. Here comes Barber. He doesn't get very far there. And yeah, Barber ineffective there on 2 runs. And now we got to pass it. And I get sacked. Oh man. And I gotta punt it here. I'm in their scoring territory. And it's 13 yards. I can't just go for that. And it could have been an okay punt. All right, guys, here we go. And yeah, their offense has just been a different-headed monster. But I think they're going to start passing exclusively here. I think the running game's about dead. We'll go ahead and see how this works. But man, here we are, first down again. And Erin gets his 4th sack of the game. Going for number 5. But I hit the quarterback again. And what a game for Erin. What a game for Phil. What a game for McDonald. Our defensive line really showed up. And Phil gets a sack. He's got 7 tackles. And we're going to get the ball. It doesn't look like Dillon is going to have himself a record day. But with 3 minutes left, who's to say anything? And we're going to go ahead and use a stretch play here to start it off. Dillon doesn't get very far there, and he actually loses a few yards. Losing is 200. But I don't really think that matters to him too much. And Dillon has just been so good. Ooh, I went for the ballsy play, guys. It just didn't work out for me. And he doesn't get very far with that. And Juicy with a tackle, but it's all for null. I hit him just a little too late with Erin. And here we go. And you see their Boley failed to get the tackle. That's a play that Troy would have made a lot of the time. And the no huddle there, Erin didn't get back fast enough. But so he's going to hit with the offsides. But I made sure I hit that quarterback. Here we are, 1st and 5 on the 6. They're in good position to score. And they did. Well earned, you know, a couple penalties there helped them. And here we go. Onside kick. And there's Erin Henderson. And let's go ahead and run it with Dillon. You got 5 or 6 there. And he got 7 so far after those 2. I think he cracked the 200-yard mark again. Let's go ahead and just make sure we get this first down here. Let's go for it. And Barber gets it, no problem. Hester with his second catch of the game. Let's go ahead and call a timeout. We could score here, guys. I don't want to miss on that opportunity. And I got sacked there. That did not work out how I thought it was going to work out. Watch out for Pribble here, guys. And I think I ran past the line of scrimmage there. Looks like it. And if they accept the penalty, oh, it's still game over, guys. And I predicted this beatdown. We got the beatdown. Let's just take a look here. You see there, I didn't do too great, but I did what I do. Dillon Brown, almost 8 yards a carry. 200 yards again, 3 touchdowns. Covelli Barber averaged 7 yards a carry. We see here Marshall Brown with 5 receptions. Pribble with a quiet game. Rick with a quiet game. Just a quiet passing game so far. And then we got Philip Bender. He did great this game. 7 tackles, leading our team. 2 for a loss. He was a complete game changer for the running game. Erin Hewitt just stopped the passer 4 times this game, to be exact. McDonald got a sack, and I think co-MVP's got to be Erin and Phil. I'm tempted to give it to Erin, but the fact is outside of those 4 sacks, he didn't do too much damage. Phil was all over the place on that line of scrimmage. Awesome game for Philip Bender. Thank you, Phil, for being such a curly-haired, gorgeous beast. And we take a look at our kicking game here. Colton didn't even have to attempt one. Went 5 for 5 in the extra point. Corey with 3 punts today. In our kick return, we saw Jordan outplay Eric for the first time this season, really. And punt return, you see there, Rick, about 11 yards every time. It's not great, but I'll take it to the bank. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, favorite, subscribe, do your thing. Get me some love. Love me. I love you. You're beautiful. Let's make out. Good night, guys.